Aloha, it's Kiana, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, mahalo to Longs Drugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longs Drugs for all your shopping needs. A woman who was pushing her child in a stroller through the parking lot of Walmart in Mililani this morning was struck by a car and attacked. According to police, a man reportedly ran over the 37-year-old woman, exited his vehicle, and beat her with a tire iron. She was left in critical condition. A 40-year-old military man who tried to intervene was also assaulted and left in serious condition. Honolulu police arrived on the scene and took the suspect into custody. The man was injured in the course of officers arresting him. Honolulu Emergency Medical Services paramedics arrived at 9, treated both victims, and transported them to a hospital. HPD has opened an attempted murder investigation, but has not yet released any information about a possible motive for attack. The Federal Reserve has again raised its key interest rate. It is the 8th hike since March as the central bank grapples with record inflation. Today's quarter-point increase is smaller than previous bumps, but will likely result in higher costs for consumer and business loans. Raising borrowing rates make it more expensive to take out a mortgage or auto or business loans. Less borrowing and spending translates to a cooling effect on the economy that should slow inflation, but the moves also risk a recession. Today's hike was announced a day after the government reported that pay and benefits for America's workers grew more slowly in the final 3 months of 2022. In a statement, the Fed suggested that more rate hikes are in store, but for the first time noted that price pressures are cooling. The statement also hinted that the central bank will probably stick with modest quarter-point hikes in the coming months. Hundreds of gallons of diesel fuel spilled from a U.S. Space Force facility at the summit of Haleakala. The Space Force late Tuesday night said that a diesel fuel pump for an on-site backup generator at the Maui Space Surveillance Complex failed to shut off due to a mechanical issue. About 700 gallons of fuel spilled onto the mountain. The spill began Sunday night and continued until around 8 Monday morning when maintenance personnel discovered that the pump was still on. Space Force notified the Environmental Protection Agency and the Department of Health of the spill. Fuel spill experts from the Air Force Installation and Mission Support Center will assess the area before cleanup efforts begin. A 63-year-old man stabbed another man over parking on Maui Tuesday night. Maui Police Department officers responded to the parking lot of the shops at Wailea around 9:30. Officers found a 29-year-old Kihei man with a stab wound to his chest. The victim said he and the 63-year-old got into an argument over parking that turned physical. The 29-year-old was taken to Maui Memorial Medical Center in stable condition. Police said the assailant, who is also from Kihei, was arrested for second-degree assault and remains in custody. An investigation is ongoing. The two men didn't know each other prior to the altercation. The Hawaii Department of Health today reported 11 new coronavirus-related deaths and 766 new infections over the past week. Hawaii's COVID-19 death toll has reached 1,797, and health officials have recorded a total of 377,743 cases since the start of the pandemic. The state's 7-day average of new cases declined to 109, compared with 134 reported on January 25th. The actual daily average of new cases is estimated to be higher due to unreported home test results. The state's average positivity rate also declined from 6% last week to 4.7% this week. There were 7.7 cases per 100,000 people, down from 9.5 cases last week. By island, there were 532 cases reported on Oahu, 93 on Hawaii Island, 90 on Maui, and 41 on Kauai. Another 10 infections were reported outside the state. The health department said that 78.5% of Hawaii's population has completed the primary series of COVID vaccinations. 25.1% of those eligible have received the bivalent booster. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.